Occasionally, some vegetables require some form of support to perform and produce at their best.
One of the exciting things about organic vegetable gardens is being creative when it comes to building trellises. Many different kinds of vegetables require different types of trellising for support. For example, a dwarf bean and a climbing bean. We're here at the Organic Rooftop Garden at the Saxon Boutique Hotel, where we've had to be very creative in developing a lot of different wonderful looking trellises to accommodate these vegetables. I'd like to show you what they look like. Come with me. What we have here is a prijsgewinner climbing bean, which, as you can see, it is growing around the pole. This very large trellis is a few meters high. We created this and we put it right at the back of the garden so people will have something to look at as they come up to where their garden is. As you can see, these beans are so happy. You can see they're quite firmly wrapped around these poles. We've got 9 poles around for these beans, and we've planted 1 bean per pole. Also, what you'll notice is that we've put some kind of string here to start the beans off and just to give them extra support. Truth be told, they don't really need this once they get to this size. They've pretty much found the pole and they're climbing around it. The other version of beans, the dwarf beans, require a completely different trellis. Come and have a look. What we have here is a dwarf bean trellis. You'll notice that the beans don't have tendrils, so they don't hook onto anything, and they also don't wrap themselves around anything like their climber counterparts. This is quite a simple thing to build. You can see we've only used 6 wooden sticks and of course string. The reason why your dwarf beans need support is that when they grow, they get kind of heavy with all the beans hanging off them and they tend to fall over. Their stems aren't that strong, so they can break. It's better to have trellising so that if they do fall over, they do have something there to support them. That's really important. What we have here is a custom-built trellis to accommodate these wonderful Trombedelbenga. You'll see that they can grow quite long. Some of them actually can reach a measurement of 1.2 meters. Another thing about building trellising up like this is that you can do it in a pot. It's very important to consider what vegetable will benefit from growing up a trellis and what will grow straight on the ground. Pumpkins, witboerpampoen for example, prefer to grow flat on the ground. Here we have a trellis that was built out of wood. We measured the differences between each spacing so that the plant can have enough room to catch onto the next level. As you can see, they develop these little tendrils. Look how this is holding onto this piece of mulch. That's just for extra support. But what they do for the actual support is they weave the stem around each pole. I mean, look at the size of this and how heavy it must be. Sometimes they hang from higher up and they're fine, they don't break off at all. Remember, you can eat your pumpkin leaves, or in this case, your Trombedelbenga leaves. They're delicious. What we have here is metal cages that we designed for tomatoes. The diameter of the top part of this cage is about 60 centimeters. Tomatoes require quite a bit of space next to each other to grow happily and healthily. We found that these trellises, or this design where it's cylindrical, the smaller part of the trellis at the bottom really works with tomatoes. The branches can fit through happily and the base of the tomato is really supported with this design. we've given you some great ideas with trellises here today. Why don't you go onto the internet, Google different ideas, be creative, and enjoy creating your own.